All right, this is a layout video for March 19th, 2022, and welcome to my Bessemer and Lake Erie and HO scale. Got Chief Engineer Betty Boo with me down here. Picked her up this fun little hat. She seems to be enjoying it. I know I'm laughing about it. Just kind of some updates for the week. Allegheny River Bridge. Bench work is in. This is 16 feet. The bridge will be 14 feet plus the approaches. And pretty typical construction from everything else I did here. 1x4s. It's braced back to the wall. And I do this opposed to putting legs under things. So as I'm walking, you can walk up and get your feet under things and not trip. That's why I built it that way. And it's exceptionally strong. Those of you know me, I'm not little, and I can go ahead and put my whole weight on this, and it is not going anywhere. So I built the walls in the basement for the purpose of building the railroad, and trust me, they are anchored. They are not going anywhere. Everything is quite solid. And then kind of the other piece done here is track laid up to this point, which is well within Conneaut Yard. And I've got the lead in for what will be my hullets and dock scene. Now, if you're a more advanced modeler watching this, you'll probably be yelling at me right now that my lead for switching the docks goes right onto the main, and I don't have any kind of runner or anything else that would let me switch without operating or interfering with mainline traffic. Well, here's where you're right and you're wrong. Yes, that is true. If I switch the docks, I will interrupt the main. However, the layout is built to run in one of two modes. Let's call it that. Either you're running the layout in continuous loop and you're just sitting back and watching trains run, in which case you're not switching the docks, or you're running the layout point to point. And if you're running the layout point to point, you would have no through trains on this main line, since this is basically the end of the line. So you could use this as a switching runner and not really interfere with anything if the layout was being run point to point. The yard does have a runner. It's going to go right back into that corner, actually, between my drain pipe. You can kind of see it there in my Sharpie marker layout. I did also get feeders run into everything and another one of the Bolt Scooter circuit breakers onto this stretch of track. So that circuit breaker, I broke the rails right about here. I'll have to fill those in with some plastic. And that'll handle all the way back to the lift out section for the door. And then the yard itself will be on its own circuit breaker. So I probably did about a dozen feeder drops today. And that's about all I want to do for one day. So I thought, why not? Let's get a train out and run it to end of track. So we're stopped here at Greenville with my test train. Got the 522 out. This is a locomotive I bought from Dan Adair. If you do not know his Marietta Division layout, you should check it out. Really great layout. Changes every decade. Let me say that. Every year he jumps a decade in the layout, so it's really kind of cool. But I went ahead and put TCS Wow Sound in this unit. I've got a couple of these 210-2s and a couple more 210-2s with the Vandy tenors that I've done. But I got the sound turned down a little on this one. But do love the way it sounds, love the way it looks, and let's go for a ride. Be rolling through Conneautville right now. The Alborough Canning factory we're passing right now, coming into CE and Albion. Subway Street, Cranesville Yard. Crossing over Ordox Road, and even though it's totally the wrong era, I think I'm going to have to put the Van Halen graffiti on it. Lexington Road, Pennsylvania Railroad. I'm going to put a little cattle farm in there. The overpass at 6N. Coming along Conneaut Creek, coming under the nickel plate. Under the Stone Arch Bridge at the New York Central. And into the port. And this will be about end of the road. And that's about it for now.